Hello there. Tonight's brush is my Rooney Restore. It has a 20 millimeter 3-band silver tip from the golden nib in it, and the soap tonight is cream. I'm doing this in honor of old Cahaba Shave Club. They've got cream wheat, can't speak today, cream wheat going on. So we're going to use some wonderful, wonderful GADA, fantastic stuff. And we're going to go ahead now and move down to the bowl. I'm going to empty the bowl out. Put a shot of cream in there. I'm going to wet down my brush and get moving. This is the Cool Mint, which is my favorite. There's like 3 different kinds. I've not tried the blue. They have this to have a chamomile scent, which is in like a brown and tan or brown and yellow container. And then they have, add some water to that. Then they have a blue scent, and I have not tried the blue yet. Would like to, but this is a Canadian and an overseas. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Portuguese, but I might be wrong about that. Hang on. It should say on the package, Lebanon. It's Lebanese. It's a Lebanese cream. It's either made in Lebanon or distributed by a company called Recon from Lebanon. But it's fabulous, fabulous cream. Wonderful stuff. That's way more than I need to shave with. So we're going to move on. Let's wet the face. And start this up. Just lovely. I like the thing about, I talked about this being my favorite, and what I mean by that, the creams are all, the 2 that I own, they perform similarly. There's not any difference in performance that I can see, but the scent on this and the fact that it has a slight menthol, I believe, to it, but at least the scent on it is just really nice and fresh smelling, and I like it a lot. Let me dry my hands. And the razor tonight, we're going to use my father-in-law's SS St. Louis Boker. I haven't used it in a while, and it is a favorite because of who it is that gave it to me, or that passed it down to me. Lovely. As always. Beautiful. We have revival going on this week in our church. I don't know when this video will air, but it will air sometime this week. because I want to post it to old Cahaba in participation with Cream Week. And I pretty much forgot what I was going to say. Oh. I mentioned that we were having revival this week. And so I wanted to kind of put this week in context so you understood that I was talking about the week that this video airs. Need to pretty that up a bit, and I think do the same on this side. All right. Lovely edge. It's a lapping film edge. I set a 1K. I set a bevel on a 1K. A well-worn 1K diamond plate. And then went through my standard lapping film progression with it. And it just, this razor, there's a couple razors that I have come in contact with, and this razor as well, that that's in my own, excuse me, that's in my own collection. That just, most of the razors that I own, I can get a really nice edge on almost any stone I choose to use, but this razor and a few others that I've come across, the lapping film they just cry out for lapping film. And other stones will get a shapeable edge on them, but they don't do them as much justice as lapping film does for whatever reason. And I think it probably has to do with the type of steel or the type of grind or something of that nature. But that's all right. That's why I have several different options when it comes to honing a blade, because that way I can get optimal for that blade. And don't get me wrong, I can get a nice shapeable edge off of any of the stones that I have on this blade or any of the others, but I have found over the years that some blades tend to be picky about the medium used to hone them. And you get a different edge, a better edge, in my experience, for that particular razor. And this is one of those that likes the lapping film. Alright, cold water rinse. Beautiful. When my face is wet. Lovely. A lot of times when your face is wet, you will feel anything you missed a lot easier than once it dries. I can also feel like the residual slickness of this cream, which is the reason that I love it. It's nasty slick and just a fantastic shaving cream, but particularly for straight razors. Now I'm going to use Bernard Clubman's Lime Sec aftershave. This was given to me by Nathan Herrera. I'm sure he doesn't mind if I mention that. And it's lovely. I just got to be careful because I'm pretty sure it has alcohol in it, and I don't know if you can see that. It probably doesn't look very bad, but I caught myself with a chisel really deep. If you can see how it's swelled up and stuff here. I mean, it went probably to the bone, if not closer, and I certainly don't want alcohol in that. So, alright, thank you for coming along. God bless you, and I will talk to you later.